first down. It's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2
yards. First down, Ravens.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Colts.
2nd and 11 now. Jackson now. Brought in left side by Snead. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that will be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Rodgers on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And take this to him before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Football going back to the Ravens, who sit at 5-2 now on the year. They broke a 3-game winning streak in Week 8 as the Pittsburgh Steelers get them at M&T Bank Stadium 28-24. And the game featuring 2 of the league's best all season until rookie J.K. Dobbins. He had 113 yards in the game. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson, he was under constant pressure. Threw a couple of touchdown passes, but sacked 4 times, and 4 turnovers in the game. Pittsburgh's defense held tough at the end when it counted to get the victory. So the Ravens now coming up. I mentioned they're 5-2, and they'll get a couple of road games. First, they'll visit Indianapolis, who's also playing very well, and then they head to Foxborough. And while the Patriots are 3 games under 500, it's still the Patriots in Foxborough. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. And it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll throw again, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And what can still come? I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Back out comes the Indianapolis Colts offense. And this Colts grew 5-2 on the year. And with the Titans' loss to Pittsburgh, that's good for a tie atop the AFC South. At Week 8, a good win. Coming off their bye, they take care of the Lions in Detroit, 41-21. And Phillip Rivers starting to look comfortable in command of the Colts offense. A 2nd straight game with 3 touchdown passes. 2 of those to Naheem Hines, who, as you may have seen, celebrated with full front flips. Landed them pretty well, too. But ahead for Indy, 3 of 4 coming up at home. That's the good news. But how about this lineup? You get Baltimore at home, then at Tennessee, and then home for Green Bay and Tennessee again. So nothing but tough ones for the rest of November for Indianapolis.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
On the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Moore brought him down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Setting up for the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On second down now. It's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
It's a gain of...
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He's going. It's caught inside the 25. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Rodgers on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 35.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Got some room at the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 there, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Rodgers on the return. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Mark Ingram with a nice performance in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off football.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Derek Wolfe with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
6-yard line.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
To keep it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25 25-yard line.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. At least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Draw play. This is Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They're stepping up. He'll try and run. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. Hot like ground, and guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
So you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Ravens offense back out there.
The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rivers throwing complete to Doyle, who's tight end, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Colts first down.
Rivers now from the 50. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 36 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A 4-yard.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson, option right. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He's trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Ravens.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.